Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. My today's lecture is based on reading for ideas, which is actually a part of O-levels English reading paper. And reading for ideas is the first comprehension given in this paper. If you are new on my channel, please subscribe, like, and share it. And please remember this thing in your mind that education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open one. So learning is always a fun. And by watching this video till the end, you will get such helpful tips that you will become confident in writing a summary. You will know that how to find opinion points. Not only this, you will also see that how best content points can be made. So let's begin this video. This is how your English paper is designed. And this is a clip of it. Here you can see that this is your paper 2 reading. An insert is given to you. The time provided for this paper is 1 hour 45 minutes. So reading for ideas is the first comprehension given in this part of the paper. And here a descriptive passage is given to you, which describes you about something. And this is actually a passage which is divided into different paragraphs. You're going to see a sample passage with me. Not only this, I'll tell you how to make content points in detail, inshallah. Then this paper has only 2 questions. Question 1 has 2 parts. A part, which is actually making notes for 12 marks. And the B part of question 1 is summary writing, which is for 10 marks. Question 2 is finding opinion for 3 marks. Though it seems quite simple, but all these different requirements are really challenging. And I bet that if you watch this video till the end, you're going to be quite confident and proficient in doing this reading for ideas. Well, this is the passage which you see, shops and shoppings in modern time. This is a descriptive passage about shopping in modern time. Now, this passage is divided into different paragraphs, and half of the content is having the content point for one heading. See this paper? This is the paper. And the remaining half is having the information about the second half. Let me take the highlighter so that you can see it. Reading for ideas, passage 1, read the whole passage. Question 1, A part is notes making. This is really important. You have to read the whole passage for extracting the notes making. Here they are asking you that you don't need to use your own word. Here you can lift the lines as well. You will make content points for 12 marks. But for what do you have to make content points? Actually, this passage talks about advantages of out-of-town shops and shopping. This is written in bold. Advantages of out-of-town shops and shopping. So here you will write 6 content points which are telling us this thing. Then the other half is advantages of town center shops and shoppings. So here you will tell 6 points under this heading. One sample content point is given, you can see, but that is not counted. So you have to come up with your own 12 content points. I'm sure this part is clear. This is question 1A part. Now, question 1B part is summary writing. This is the actual page of your paper. Here, 10 words are given to make a summary. And from here, you continue it. The word limit for summary is 150 to 180 words. And here you are asked to write it in a continuous form using your own words. Okay. And the marks for this part are 10. Now, this is the last page of the paper, which is question number 2. Here from paragraph number 2, 4, and 5, you have to find one opinion and just copy it here. This is really challenging. Most of the students find it difficult, but After watching today's video, I'm sure that you will become confident in using it. So let's see that how to make content points, okay? When you are making a content point, you have to actually underline the related content. What you think? I will be doing one sample example with you. You are going to reframe the sentence to make it grammatically apt. Remember that your content point has to be short, precise, and to the point and correct. Each content point should be different from the previous one. There should not be any repetition of the content points. Otherwise, you will not get marks. Another important point is that you should not misplace the thing. Under this heading, the content points related to this should be given. And under this requirement, you should give the content point related to this. If you are misplacing it, you will not be marked for it. Be very careful. Okay, use bullets, numbers to state your content point. Few students make a mistake that they write it in the paragraph form and their whole content points get cancelled. This is extremely wrong practice. They should choose some bullet points or numbers to state the content points, and try that your content points are such short that they are not running on the next line. Please don't give examples as content points. They are not taken because they are only in the passage to help you understand it. Write at least 3 additional content points, because the additional content points can be taken if some of your content point is wrong. So here you have a liberty and you can give. Remember the 5R rule for notes making. Record your thing that is underlined while you are reading a passage. This we will do in the next slide. Reduce it. Okay, look at the keywords and the cue words and just jot them down to reduce your content point. Don't write long lines as content point. Recite it. Recite means that whatever information you have gathered, you can put it in your own words. So see that what is the actual key information, reflect it. Think about your content point before writing that, whether your content point is different from the previous one, it's grammatically correct, it's complete or not, and it's a valid content point or not. Review it before noting it down. I'm sure that you will keep the 5R rule in your mind for making your notes making. So let's have an example done for this part. Okay, notes making. Now, this is the passage in front of you. I'll read it with you to show you that how to extract a sample point. This is the second paragraph of the passage I've just shown you. Because retail parks have many stores, perhaps a food store, a bookshop, and cloth shop in close proximity and all in one value. It is possible to shop for a wide range of goods in a single trip. I'm sure that this is going to make a good content point. Why didn't I choose this information from the beginning? This part was not of any worth. It was only example given. So I am going to take this as my content point. Okay, this is how I'm going to reframe it. Wide range of shopping is possible in one trip. Did you notice that I have reframed it? I'm not writing it as it is because I'm quite choosy about my content point and I want to secure my one number. Sometimes these out of town shopping opportunities are found in large, bright, modern malls, and so shopping can be done in comfortable temperature under one roof. I think that this can make a good content point, this line. The previous part of this, I don't think that makes a good content point. That is only an elaboration. So my content point is shopping can be done in comfortable temperature. So you've noticed that I'm quite like careful while making my content point. I'm not just copying anything which is coming to my mind. Let's move on. Simply get into your car and go. Because of the space available and because of the land tends to be cheaper than in town centers, retailers build bigger stores out of town than in town, thus offering a greater variety of goods for sale. So I think that in big malls, greater variety of good for sale is made is better. And I think that this part does not have any solid point. So did you notice that I'm quite careful when I'm extracting my content points? I don't want to indulge into extra detail. I just want to give something to the point. Look at this. Because stores offer variety of goods. I've reframed it. I'm not simply blindly picking up the lines and just pasting it there for the sake of doing it. I'm careful. I am making it grammatically correct and apt. These big stores often have longer opening hours than shops in town. So this is a different information that you get longer opening hours. Okay. So I think that I can have this for my content point, but let's read on. I might get something better. They will be open late into the evening and every day, while town shops often close early in the evening and possibly one day a week. So this whole part is actually an elaboration of this content point, which is saying that the big shopping stores have longer hours. I think that this makes another good content point. Let's see how I can put it. Longer opening hours. So did you notice that while I was reading this paragraph, I was not simply copying down the things blindly. I was just focusing on it. I was reciting it. I was recalling it, and then I was reviewing it, and I was actually reframing it so that it fits into the that particular space provided, and the things are not repeated. So this is how you're going to make your content points. To help you, I am showing you the Cambridge released mark scheme for this passage, and you can see the content points given here. Many stores, wide range of good, shopping can be done in comfortable temperature, bigger stores, greater variety of goods, longer opening hours, and cheaper goods, multinational comfortable multinational companies are attracted. On the other hand, under the heading, you can see that a town might achieve its own individual character by its town. Variety will not be found. Income is derived from occasional planned events. So this is how you can see that there are 16 different content points provided in the mark scheme. So there is much opportunity for you to find the content points, okay? Now, the next part of the paper is writing summary. I have told you that when you are to write a summary, you have to use actually these 10 words as a starting sentence, and then you have to continue it from here. Be very careful that in this part, you will be awarded 10 marks. So how you can get these marks? You're going to compose a summary using content points. At least those 12 content points should be a part of your summary, okay? They should be a must part of your summary. You can add some other content points if you are that capable, but those 12 content points should be there. So you can write in 2 paragraphs. This is a well asked question from students. Since you are jotting down 2 different information, sometimes advantage, disadvantage, sometimes former times use and recent times use. So you can compose it in 2 different paragraphs, but please use standard and correct language. This is a quite narrow, this is actually a mark scheme is quite actually to the point in this regard. I'll discuss this also. Use of own word is mandatory. So you can use some synonyms here, okay? But remember one thing, that the specific words, they need no replacement. So the words which are specific to that particular topic, definitely they cannot be replaced. So don't replace them. Then use fanboys when you are using compound sentences. And these are the fanboy conjunctions: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. So please get hand on these and use them if you are not using. If you're writing complex sentences, then use relative pronouns. These are relative pronouns, and the headings are showing you that they can be used for comparison, they can be used for time spacing, they can be used for giving reasons, they can be used for talking about places. So please, if you are not using these things, bring them in your writing. Without them, you cannot get good marks. Okay. Use stylish language, usage, figure of speech, etc., but be very careful in using them. Create coherence and cohesion, this I will discuss, and at the end, mention your word count, okay? So I'm sure that you are with all the tips for writing a summary. Now I will show you that how Cambridge talks about the mark scheme for a summary, okay? Once you must go through it and see it that how summaries mark scheme is placed. This is how the summaries 10 marks are divided into 5 bands. The highest band is 5 and then till band 0. I'll not read all bands for you, but I'll definitely show you all the bands so that you can see that where is your language rated. Okay, so this is the highest band, and let's see its criteria that the summary which will get all 10 marks out of 10, it has shown the excellent understanding of the task demonstrated and an impressive response. You have to impress the examiner, be very careful. All content included is relevant. You are not adding something irrelevant with no unnecessary detail or repetition. Okay, nothing is extra. Everything is to the point. It's fluent and coherence, presentation of the point, including possible synthesis, where synthesizing, where appropriating, and wide range of appropriate stylish linking devices that you are linking to create coherence and cohesion. This is for the highest band, okay? Now this is for band 4. You can just pause it and read it for yourself. Summary mark scheme. This is for band 3. Band 3 is the band where the candidate will get 5 to 6 marks. Okay, and which type of summary is it going to be? Sum of acceptable understanding of the task. Candidate has acceptable understanding of the passage demonstrated in a competent response. Some of the content included is relevant. Some content is relevant with unnecessary detail or addition. Some unnecessary detail or addition is given here. It is satisfactory presentation of the points with limited fluency and coherence. And occasional misuse of linking devices. You're using linking devices, but they are not correctly used. Most of our students, they fall in this band, remember this. So you really need to work on your language. This is for band 2, and this is for band 1, where the candidate will get only 1 to 2 marks out of 10. And don't worry, there is a band 0 as well, where the candidate will not get any number. Okay, so I'm sure that the mark scheme is understood by you, and it is really important that you know this mark scheme so that you can try improving your language standard. Now, the serious errors in summary writing, they will be discussed now, okay? And I'm sure that you will see that if you are not having these. And the most important thing is that your serious errors of languages are penalized. They are not ignored at all. And what are those errors? Let's see. First of all, your wrong verb forms, that your verb forms are not correct. Perhaps you know that, but you are not spelling them correctly. But you have serious tense errors. Okay, you don't know where and how to use it. Your structures are not wrong. You are not using variety of sentences. You are just writing in either in simple sentences. You don't know to write in compound and complex sentences. Perhaps your sentence structures are not correct. You're not using preposition correctly, or you are not using them at all, then it's a serious error. Your subject verb agreement is not correct, like grammatical errors related to subject. You're not putting the correct helping verb, or you're not putting the correct verb form. This is a really serious error. Your punctuations are not correct and not helpful. You're repeating or you're omitting words. Your linking devices are not correct. You're not using them. There is a breakdown of sense. Your summary does not have any sense, and your summary lack coherence and cohesion. And what is coherence? Coherence is actually the way your text makes sense to readers. What is the information taken by your reader? In which way? That is called coherence. It's a simple definition. And grammatical and lexical relationship between different element is called cohesion. So it is actually a conveyance of your information to your reader. That has to be logically done. Okay. So if these serious errors are in your summary writing, or if you have them in your writing, so please try avoiding them. Try overcoming these all things. Now the last part of the paper, finding opinion, which is really a challenge to many of the students, and I've seen literally students leaving this part and saying that they don't know anything. But what opinion is? Opinion is actually personal belief of the writer. We have to search it in the said paragraph. Okay, it relates actually someone's feelings. It helps to develop students. I mean, students will develop critical and analytical skills if they know that this particular part is an opinion. Okay, so for finding opinion, some sentence starter may help. These sentence starters can help. If the sentence starting with I believe, I think, in my opinion, the best thing about it, I mean, all these sentence starters can help you to find an opinion. Certain words also reflect opinion. And what are those words? These are few words which will help you to find an opinion. Okay, I'm sure that you will keep these words in your mind. Believe, think, always, never. Then there are few more points which will help you to find opinion. Use of strong words can also reflect some opinion of the writer, like these words: mostly, usually, worst, most, bad. They are such strong words that when they are used, they are mostly showing an opinion. Use of superlative is also a hint that the writer is giving his opinion. So these are the superlative: the most difficult, the dirtiest, the fattest, the oldest, the poorest. So these superlatives are also taken as strong words. They will also bring an opinion in the sentence. A sweeping statement. When writer finalizes everything, then it's a sweeping statement, and then it is mostly an opinion. And this type of opinion is actually hard to find, and it comes by the practice. So look at the example: people who live in cities are unfriendly. California are fat crazy. Women are emotional. So such are the final statements given by the writer. These are called sweeping generalizations. And these also have some identification, like words all, always, never, no. But actually you have to go for what sense is made by these sweeping generalization. And again, this comes by the practice. I'm sure that you have little hand on finding opinion, and you will keep all these points when you are finding your opinions. And you will only practice to make yourself perfect. So finding opinion for this particular passage, which I have chosen to discuss with you today. This is the mark scheme. These are the three opinions set by the examiner in paragraph 2. paragraph number 4 and paragraph number 5. Let's see it. There is nothing more relaxing than late night shopping. So this strong use of the word is showing that it is an opinion. Out of town retail parks are boring, soulless. This is a sweeping statement you can see. Paragraph number 5, the opinion sentence is, it's wonderful to be a part of Happy Settle. So wonderful is showing that it is actually writer's own idea. So we just have to find them and write there. We don't have to do anything with these opinion things, okay? So I'm sure that this video lecture has really helped you to attempt reading for ideas paper. Thank you very much. If you have liked my videos, so please, I request that subscribe my channel and please share it with others and like as well. And I'll be definitely waiting for your good comments. Thank you very much. Stay blessed and Allah Hafiz.